Alun, hi Jo-jo, thank you very much for coming. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah, not too bad.
How was your Christmas and your holiday?
Yeah, it was good. Spent most of it with the family, didn't we?
Spent
We
most?
stayed quite close
You didn't
together.
travel to anywhere?
Yeah,
Stayed
we
at
just
home.
stayed over.
Alright. Okay, so how long have you been playing water polo?
Quite a while now. I started after Alun, but only like a year after Alun. So we started when we were little in like mini polo. It's like 7 years properly, but like 5 years properly, but 7 years just fun.
Yeah, probably about 8 years for me. Just started a year before, and I started like with the rugby lads. We thought it'd be a good idea to do something while we weren't in the rugby season and do a bit of exercise outside of it, and then just built up from there. Really, it was quite good. So.
And what were your main reason to start playing it?
I just saw Alun do it and I thought it was really fun and I thought, oh, I'll join in as well.
So he had the biggest influence on you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I looked at it. It was more of my mates were there. It was new to the new centre, and I liked like the physicality of the water polo. It looked similar to rugby in some respects, which kind of drew me in a way. So.
Okay. How long have you been playing for Cwm Draig?
Almost 2 years now, or I have. Yeah, I started after Alun again, so.
Yeah, I've probably been about 3-4 years now. I first came into it through the Welsh squad because I came originally from playing in Birmingham and then started in the Welsh squad, and I thought it'd be a good idea to play with people I'd be playing with in Wales. So I then came down to Cwm Draig and met Darryl, which was quite good.
Who had the biggest influence on you regarding starting water polo?
Alun.
Yeah, we know that.
Probably my parents. They kind of brought it up to me and they're like, oh, would you like to give it a try? So got a couple of mates together and went for it.
And why did you choose to play here? What were your motivations? Any other external influences or yeah?
After I saw Alun with the team, it felt like a really good atmosphere. I was just really happy and upbeat, but they still like worked hard, which I felt was really nice and good. Yeah.
It definitely getting that next level of water polo for me because I'd already been playing, just looking to advance in the levels that I was playing in, which was quite good. So, yeah.
Do you guys remember the first session, the first training with the club? How did the others interact with you, and was it hard to settle in?
Well, the first time I ever played with any of them was actually at a match, so I played by accident, and so I settled in quite well after that. But that was the first time I got to meet the team, and they welcomed me in really well, so it was always really nice.
Yeah, it was a similar type of situation for me, but I'd been to one training session and Darryl wasn't actually here, so it was kind of a fun session. And then going into the game afterwards, it was just really good atmosphere, knowing the boys playing, it was quite good.
Well, this is the first session at the club. I'm pretty sure that you have lots of unforgettable moments, not just inside but outside the pool. But do you remember your most memorable one?
Definitely that first match for Cwm Draig, just because it was something new for me. I hadn't played that high level water polo before, and I got checked in a 7-a-side, like a bare 7 match, and it was just really memorable for me. It was my first time as a proper team.
Definitely winning the knockout cup, the senior squad, going into it, starting down 6 goals with a deficit, and then bringing it back within the first quarter was just incredible. What an atmosphere.
We will come back to this later.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Darryl, our coach. What do you think of him in general?
I really like him. He acts like tough and hard, but secretly he's really soft and he loves having the younger ones. He just really wants people to enjoy the sport rather than worry about anything else.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's tough on you, but he wants the best out of you, so he will shout at you if you need it, but he just wants to get the best out of everyone.
What made Cwm Draig stand out for you?
Mainly the atmosphere and the people in the club. They're just so positive and good and happy to be with. It just makes everything better.
Yeah, same reason really. It's just the people involved with the club, and they were a good bunch of lads.
What do you think? How could the club become better? How do you see Cwm Draig's future?
I feel like we just need to put our name out there more, so younger ones join, so we have more people coming through the system, so we have more people to keep the club going. That's all I can see.
Yeah, similar thing, getting advertisement out, like posters and things like that, and even getting a link with like Uni South Wales down the road and getting a few of them to come and join the senior squad would be quite good.
Some of you had the opportunity to play for Wales, if I'm not mistaken, right? Just tell us a little bit about that, your first match, how did you start playing for Wales, your most memorable moments, championships, tournaments, anything that comes into your mind?
My first match for Wales was in Prague. I got selected to go to their junior girls team, and so I was playing against South Africa, and it was one of the tough matches, so that was something really memorable to me. And then I joined Cardiff in the Welsh setup because of Alun again, because he had gone with the boys. And they decided that I could go as well for the girls.
My first game for Wales was 2015 in the North Sea Cup against Denmark actually, and that was the crunch game that decided the tournament in the end. But definitely getting into that after not playing any sort of standard of polo was just incredible. The step up is just madness.
How aware you were of the FINA World Championship last year? Did you follow it or?
Followed it a bit, but not much.
Yeah, a little bit here and there, but not as much as I'd like to due to like school and things like that. So.
How could you evaluate last year with Cwm Draig in general?
I think last year, because we had, for the junior league at least, we had a really young team and that wasn't very experienced. We did really well, and bit by bit we've improved as like a team and as a squad, which is really good.
Good season all round, made some silly mistakes, but towards the end we started to sort them out and then become a cleaner team in general. So.
Alun, you were the part of the team who won the Knockout Cup. How did you see the whole success? How did you live the matches?
Oh, it's incredible. All the way through it was just being on the edge of your seat thinking, would we go through, would we not? Having the knockout system, having goals against and goals for, and still going out 100%, acting as if it was 0-0. It's just incredible beating teams like Frome, who are in top teams, and coming out at the end of it, winning the actual thing was just amazing.
What do you think, Jo-jo, if the ladies league got a knockout cup, would we have a good chance to win it?
I think we've had a decent chance. We have got quite a strong women's team, even though it doesn't look like it sometimes. We work well together, which always makes us stronger, and other teams don't expect it, which is always really interesting to see the outcome because they're not expecting us to be as strong as we are.
Right. Since we know our opponents for this year and all the fixtures, what do you think of 2018 for the senior men? Do we have a good chance for promotion? And for the ladies team, what do you think of this new season?
I think we have a good chance of doing really well this season in our league matches, and I just think as long as we work well together, we'll do really well and be the best we can.
I think we've got a real good chance of getting promoted this season. Considering last season we probably should have gone up as well, but we made some silly mistakes here and there. But definitely looking to go up this season, assert dominance throughout the league would be good.
What do you think, who would be the most difficult opponent this year?
For the girls, I think it might be Cheltenham. They've always been our most difficult team. They're very physical, and because our team's made up of a lot of juniors, they're not quite ready for it. But I think we can get past that bit by bit.
Definitely one of the Bristol teams. They always seem to be our bogey team that we could beat, but somehow messed up at the last hurdle. But definitely think we can beat them this year and be good.
What are your plans for the future in water polo? Would you like to do some coaching or refereeing or anything else?
I would love to do coaching. I've always kind of wanted to do coaching, especially in the water polo. So it's always been kind of a semi-dream of mine to help with the coaching at least somewhere.
Yeah, going into coaching would be quite good. Maybe do a bit of refereeing here and there, but I don't think I'd be able to carry that on much. But no, definitely looking at doing some sort of coaching would be quite good.